Hey, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? It's me, Everpress slash AKA the Notorious BRADY. Um, Today I am actually stealing someone's design. No, 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 not like that. Um, so my sister-in-law, one of my sister-in-laws, actually asked not for a tattoo design necessarily. Well, it was for a tattoo design, but she was like, "Can you draw ginkgos?" I was like, I can draw a ginkgo. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can. I did. Well, I had to have references because what's up, Turkey Noodle? How you doing, man? Um, but yeah, so I got this ginkgo design, and that's what I'm going to work on. Um, Now the cool thing is that I actually do have some ties uh, to some personal ties to a ginkgo. There was one that was on my college campus, my first college. I was not a great student, but there was one that was on my college campus, and for the 2.5 years that I was there, it was probably like it was one of those things where I didn't have the old man thought, you know, but I did feel like I felt that oh, it's that time of year again. Um, this is beautiful, and there was only one, but man, it really was gorgeous whenever it changed colors, and it was pretty rad. So I can say that I'm doing this as a original, piece for me, or I could say that I'm stealing it from my sister-in-law. So I think I'm actually going to go with a pretty large liner on this. Pretty simple design. Again, that's something that's kind of scary. Schools for fools. It's true. School is for fools. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna go with a pretty large liner for this simplistic leafy design. I know, man. Like we have two of them in the house now. I'm taking care of my other brother-in-law's dog, who's like the grumpiest old man besides me. And then she is in the shot somehow, hiding behind a pillow. Luna, Luna, if people want to see your pretty face, that is not a pretty face with all the light shining in it. Oh, you lost your pillow. Where are you going? Okay, get out of here. Yeah. So there was that. All right. Here's my cartridge. I'm using a standard size 12 needle, 12 gauge needle, a grouping of 7 in a lovely lining configuration. So it will be rad. I'm actually like it's pretty excited today. I had a pretty tough one. It wasn't bad, but I went and helped my brother-in-law unload his moving truck, moving to the area, and then I realized just how much homework I had, and it's a lot. All right, so I'm gonna bump that up a bit, 8.5 maybe. Yeah. All right, using the pen. Uh, wasn't my first choice, but there is a shortage of supplies in the house. See if I can get my leg in frame here. Of course I can. Got a big leg. It's like a tree trunk made of meat. Fine looking tree trunk, shaved fresh. All right, so I'm putting this guy like right here. Still got a little bit of space around the skeleton and the boxer on the other leg, which is what I want. Definitely, I definitely need that space for now. But yeah, doing this 4 ginkgo leaves. I got some twists, I got some turns, things like that in there. So, but it's pretty. I like it. I think that oh man, I just did the thing. I'm trying to to actually use my other hand so that I don't accidentally tattoo myself above or below where I'm actually trying to tattoo. So you can see this one's coming off like a little bit. It's smearing a little bit. I just put this one on, this stencil. So the longer that you let a stencil sit, the longer that stencil is going to be available to you to be able to work from. So that being said, how does this work? How does one tattoo? All right, just trying to match up my lines. And that's right. I cut that one off. I don't know if you guys, yeah, I'm still in the frame there. Okay, cool. And what I love about Ginkgos is I do love the color change that happens in the fall, but also they look like almost like those helicopters, from like elm trees. Um, and I think that that's really really cool. Uh, I like the fact that they're not those helicopters because they're not seed bearing on the leaves, but they are like super cool. Like they're just these fun like topsy turvy shapes, So from my angles, I don't know. I think I've said this before. Like I love the idea of tattooing, and actually, I mean, I love the technical aspect of it too. Um, but there's a certain like lack of imagination that I have that like really hinders my growth here. In the sense that I can't imagine, like I can only pull lines a certain way due to my visibility because I can't imagine what's on the other side of these lines, right? Like I can't imagine where the line goes. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. What's going on? I'm just working on some ginkgo leaves for a tattoo. I'm glad that you showed up. Yeah, these leaves they look almost like fans, really. And I love how they're like papery. I am tattooing myself. I I think you're talking to Turkey Noodle there. I appreciate it though. Thank you. If you were talking to me, yeah, this is probably approaching my 40th tattoo on myself in the past 4 months. So I've been doing this for a minute. Not not tattoo artist minute, but for a little bit anyway. don't know if you guys can hear my cat. Uh, he knows as soon as the lights come on. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. That was cool. Just saw that oh man, I'm gonna murder that name, so I'm just gonna call him E. Followed the channel. That's really sweet. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear the cat, but he's really enjoying his freedom right now. Knocking over all the things. Yeah, some of these pools are a little ridiculous. I should be able to get some longer ones in here, but it's kind of tough with the angle. This isn't even the toughest angle, but this is definitely this is almost like easy now to get into this space. Although I am a little jumpy. I don't know if you guys caught that or not. That was crazy. Ah, trying real hard to get these in. All right, let me give a good wipe. See what stuck, what didn't. Now this is a 7 round liner, so it is. I wouldn't say fine, um, but it's not a. I have used shaders for liners to get some thicker lines. So I'm gonna see if I rinse this, what happens. I feel like I probably moved too fast on some of the leaves. Maybe, maybe not. But it is rather fine. This isn't really my forte. I'm not gonna try to thicken it up, but I am gonna go over some of the areas that I feel are a little bit light. Um, so I'm not gonna try to make the leaves or the outline any thicker than what it actually is. Just gonna slow down just a little bit. And I'm backtracking on the inking too. Some places I feel like just is not strong enough. I don't want to go too deep. Yeah, I just yelled at my cat, so I had to turn the mic off for that. It's just meowing like he's lost or something, but he's not. He's right freaking there. Here he comes. You could probably see him on the camera now, and he's probably gonna act foolish. Ah, some of these shapes I just kind of let happen. Like while I was drawing the fringe, I was like, it's okay if my hand shakes a little bit. I'm fine with that. Um, yeah, now I'm not. Well, I'm trying to trace it back out. I want the I want it to stay nice and crisp. I want the lines like doing something stupid like that one just did. I don't know. These might end up being groundwork for a solid color piece at some point. Maybe to, if I'm sounding too cheesy or whatever, maybe to kind of celebrate that changing season that I really, that change of the season, I guess I should say, that I really enjoy about the Ginkgo. That'd be pretty cool. We got my daughter one of those games with the shaky pen or whatever for her birthday one year. Um, it's pretty rad. It's almost like trying a tattoo. No, my machine's not that. It's pretty solid. I don't have to worry about that shakiness. See, again, this is I can't pull towards myself whenever the pen blocks the actual body of the machine blocks my view. That was a pretty good, it wasn't an expert pull by any means, it was like an inch or whatever, but I didn't have to lift out of that at all because I could actually see what it was that I was doing. It's pretty it's pretty important whenever you're tattooing someone, I think, especially if it's yourself. I don't know if it's just because I have better visibility of this particular leaf or what, but this one is just such a joy to kind of sculpt out. That's how I don't know, that's how I view it. Like I know probably a lot of people that look at tattoos look at it as a drawing, but I really I feel like you're doing more than that. Some people say, oh, it's kind of like painting. I can see that in color theory. You really have to work with your dark colors before you lay in your lights because the dark colors will definitely overtake the lights and change how the color acts in the skin. Now, white's okay on black or on dark colors or whatever to make highlights, and you can put that on it. But like if you go with a yellow over a black, it's not going to end up bright yellow. So I can see the painter aspect whenever it comes to color theory. But that being said, I view this more as a sculpture type art, just because it's I don't know. I feel like I can really get things built out of the skin rather than I'll put this down for a second. Rather than just drawing inside the skin. It just doesn't seem the same to me. Okay. Well, that is actually Not too bad. Looks like some little ginkgos. Exactly. Right. I'm going to try something. I haven't done this before. Uh, so we'll see how it works. I've tried it before, but I've never been successful. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do some stippling just to add some shading on here. But, whether it turns up, who knows? See if that actually does anything. It's just so barely. All right, let me crank it up just a little bit. The optimal, um, I guess, voltage power for my pen for this particular machine is like 6 to 8. 6 is way too fast for trying to do stippling, I think. Hopefully that is approximately the speed that I want. No, it's like not even touching. Man, all right, crank this bad boy up a little bit more. I know, I'm like going over the same piece of skin too. Like, oh, things will be different. And almost. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, it's not showing up at all. All right. We'll put it close to its optimal tattooing speed and see how that works out. I'm going to try on a different leaf first. I'm not constantly scratching myself up. All right. I went ham on that one because I didn't think it would actually stick. And I was right. Yeah. We're throwing down with the 6. See what we can get out of it. Hello, Gato. Cat, join me on my tattooing journey today. Hello, cat. I really hope that that takes because I think that looks pretty cool. We'll see. And he wipes, and he almost wins. Dang, man, this thing. I feel like maybe if I moved slower, but then I wouldn't get a stipple effect. Mm. All right, so I am above my optimal now. This is like a learning experience for me, guys. So, be patient. I'm not a professional. I don't do this for money. Um, yeah. So it'd be cool if I did do this for money. Uh, but I still have a lot to learn, and I have other obligations that keep me from seeking that type of employment right now, for the time being. So, yeah. If you're just joining in, thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. Um, I am currently tattooing some ginkgo leaves. I may or may not have stolen the idea from my sister in law, who may or may not want to have me design some ginkgo leaves for her to get tattooed. Um, Better. I'm gonna keep that just because it is shading. So, uh, you want it now too? Hey, man, I've got several different designs for ginkgos. This isn't even the best one. It's just the one I decided to do. I mean, why? Why do your best work on yourself? It seems wrong, bad. Tiny bit of shading, man. Like I'm just putting so little shading on these things, but that's okay. Whenever I do color for them, because I think honestly, I think that's where I'm going. I think it's going to be time to do some color, and I think I'll do them in various, you know, woodland kind of colors as well. Um, the yellow and the brown, maybe a green that's turning to yellow, that kind of thing. It's Batman. His bro is like being the devil because he knows he can get away with it. He knows he can currently get away with it. As soon as I get off here, man, it's cat spanking time. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'll spank the cat. You know he deserves it. Hey, sorry. I will spank the cat if he's attacking the other cat. And I can get to him in time. Not very fast. Whenever I have a tattoo needle or a tattoo machine in my hand. It turns into like such a horrible situation because my larger orange cat, who is way like she's way cool, very sweet, super sweetheart. But I mean, she's got claws, and she's kind of prissy. She's the queen of the house, whenever it comes to who's the queen. And this guy, he thinks he's the king, but he's really just kind of a chump compared to her. She won't defend herself like against him, and it's so weird. Like What is wrong with you? There we go. That. Ciao. Oh no, there goes my tattoo. Ah. It's there. A little bit of shading in there as well. I have a feeling that that shading is just not going to be enough for me. Um, so I don't know if I should just go ahead and throw in a shader now. I think I should. Dang it. Because I'm terrible with stipples. Can't do stippling for some reason. So, let's see. What looks good? What do I want to use? This is a tiny little mag. Guess I'll just use this. I'll bump the voltage back down. We'll go over it one more time. I feel like pretty close to, overworking this thing. So, grr. But at the same time, if this turns out okay, then that'll be awesome. What the? Did y'all see that? Cat attack. Just her tail though. Sorry. Sometimes whenever I switch needles, like this particular machine is having none of it. All right. A little bit of a problem with it poking out too far. Forget it. We'll just go with it. Just going with it. All right. See if this works. Oof. Oh man, these mags seem to hit different. They hit a little different. They hit a lot different. Mag's a little bit more painful. Just a tiny bit more painful. It's not that bad though, guys. But you can see like the difference on the shading already. Like just that little bit really hyped it up. There we go. A bit more. Well, we'll do a little bit here. What I'm trying to do now is, since this is hitting a little bit different, trying to throw in some of the uh, more of the edge, which it's got some pros and cons to using the edge. Yeah, more pain, more better, you bet. Um, so the pros are is that you can get some good lines in as well, like some sharper shading type areas. The con is really that you're essentially taking a high-speed steak knife to your leg, so you got to be pretty careful whenever you do it, so that you're not like sawing your skin. But at this speed, I think I'm okay. Yeah. I think these will actually turn out pretty good. I mean, I have a little bit of confidence. I knew it would turn out okay. Um, See me like cringe and jump whenever I do this. Mags are, bro, they're something else. Got a little bit more in here that I need to fill out. Go and wipe. Yeah, those are pretty. I like those. Keep that. I'm not much of a uh, floral or botanical kind of guy, but I think that looks pretty good. I wish it would focus just a little bit so you could see some of the detail that's in there. I mean, there's not much. I mean, it's ginkgo leaves, but there is like a good texture, and the shading is pretty nice. So um, it's definitely different between poisonous spider and an unlit Molotov cocktail with a skeleton kind of pointing at it. But overall, it's to my liking. I am satisfied with it. So, this was a short one tonight, and that's okay. It's Monday. People have done a ton of things. You got a lot of things going on. Hopefully, as the week gets on, ooh, let me come over here. As the week goes on a little bit more, and you have a little bit more time, you can stop in maybe tomorrow, maybe on Thursday. Got my schedule up here. You'll see question marks. Man, I don't know. I try to start as close to 8:30 as I can. Uh, some days, a little bit early. Most days, not really. But yeah, thank you guys for showing up. Turkey Noodle, great to see you, man. I will be talking to you soon. And yeah, I'm going to pop on off here. I hope you guys have a good evening. And thanks for your attention.